My name is Susan Paradise Baxter. I'm the United States District Judge for the Western District of Pennsylvania, seated in the Erie Division. I'm a trial court judge in the federal system. Federal system is split up into districts. Our district, the Western District of Pennsylvania, is seated in Pittsburgh, in Johnstown, and in Erie. I'm a judge in the trial level, and I do both civil and criminal cases. They are appealed to the Third Circuit Court of Appeals and then to the Supreme Court of the United States. In the state system and in the county courts, they run for office. They run for it, a judgeship as an office. In the federal system, you are nominated by your state senators, who recommend you actually to the President of the United States. The President nominates you. You have to be confirmed by the Senate. And I'm appointed for life. That's the other thing. Under the Constitution, federal judges are appointed for life so that they don't have to worry about bias of being reelected. Well, a lot of things inspire me, but every case in front of me brings something that's an inspiration. These are very important issues, even the smallest case, for the people involved, and I find inspiration in all of the stories, and an inspiration to get the answer right, to do justice in each case. I think the proudest moments come every time we have a naturalization ceremony. And that's the ceremony where new citizens are sworn in, and we make a big deal out of it in Erie. It's great. We have all the judges on the bench, community folks who come in from the Rotary Club, from the International Institute, from the Bar Association. They come and they welcome the new citizens. Everyone in court is happy, which never happens other than that. And it's a very proud moment to be an American and to be part of the judiciary. I think those are my favorite moments in court. All the women judges that I've known or looked up to, obviously the women who have sat on the Supreme Court of the United States, from Justice O'Connor to Justice Ginsburg, Sotomayor, Kagan. And then I clerked in Philadelphia and came in contact with Judge Dolores Sloviter, who was on the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, the first woman there. Then when I came on the bench as a magistrate judge in the 90s, Judge Carol Mansman was on the Third Circuit Court of Appeals from Pittsburgh, and she took a really direct interest in all the women who were on the bench in the Western District, including me. A wonderful woman. I just think that all of the women who came before, who made it possible for me to do what I do, are an inspiration. But I have a little through marriage connection. My husband's great-grandmother was a suffragette, and in fact she was president of the National Women's Party at one point. And the Suffragette Museum is in Washington, D.C. It's at the Sewell Belmont House. My daughter, when she worked in D.C., used to volunteer there because of her great-great-grandmother. And it's very fun to see how Amy Ransom had a real part in it, and she is part of our family. So that's a special connection. I always feel the bench should reflect our community. So our community is full of women and full of diverse people, and all of those people should be on a bench as judges of each other, of our citizens. Similarly, we should all have the right to vote in a democracy. And a democracy should reflect, our votes should reflect the fabric of our country. Look how far we've come, but look how far we have yet to go, where people will look at us not as women judges or women anything, senators or whatever, but as senators and judges.